Okay, so I just, hello guys, this is Scorpius, and I just finished watching Shang-Chi, and I would totally recommend it. It is awesome if you haven't already seen it. It was, I guess the best to describe it, it was, a classic Marvel plot. However, they did do some things that I actually did like. They changed it up a little bit, though, kind of already predicted some of the stuff that was already happening. Yeah, it doesn't start off with, it does one of those classic tropes where it's, Shang-Chi as a child being told his story by his, mother of how they, how she met his father, and turns out the father is, like, evil and the mom is good, and the father unintentionally falls in love after literally, I think, how they described it was, like, conquering the world, essentially, through some kind of organization, and he ends up falling in love and having 2 children by her, and she ends up dying, and he ends up turning good for a while, but then goes back to evil after the mom, something happens to the mom. They did, the Disney thing. Not too shocked, because Marvel's owned by Disney. And anyway, apparently the kid, when he was a teenager, though was assigned to something, ended up running away, because he couldn't follow through with it, and many years later the dad caught up with him, and the sister, who apparently was essentially a runaway herself. She was pretty much kept in the dark, essentially, when it came to training and all that. And she essentially trained herself. She kind of did a somewhat feminist thing and ended up training herself and deciding she didn't need men. But at least they didn't drive it down your throat like a lot of other movies do nowadays. A lot of movies like to do that, where they just make the feminists like, oh, I don't need no man. And it's like, God damn it. It's like, it just gets annoying after a while, hearing that stuff. Anyway, they did it in a way that wasn't too grating. And, oh, the chick who I think voiced Raya from Raya and the Last Dragon was in that, and she was actually pretty cool, too. Yeah, I won't describe her character too much, because, she starts off as that daughter who's, kind of having fun, kind of being irresponsible, still living with the mother. I can relate to that myself, honestly. And, saying that she's perfectly happy where she is, and obviously the mother and the grandmother expect more of her, but she doesn't want to do any of that. She says she's comfortable where she is. She ends up kind of getting roped in with Shang-Chi by complete 100%. Just gets roped in by accident, and she ends up coming through in the end. They did do a tie-in with Doctor Strange, but not too big. I won't say where or when. I'm trying not to give too much away. But yeah, it turns out that he ends up getting roped back in because the father ends up, claiming to hear the mom's voice. It turns out what I already knew was actually a much darker force manipulating him, but he obviously some part of him wanted to believe his mom was alive. I mean, not his mom, his wife was alive. And it turns out no. Obviously no. It turns out to be something else manipulating him. And like I said, I'm not gonna say who it was or how it ended, because I want you guys to see it yourself. So yeah, the movie was awesome. Totally go and watch it. Oh, I ended up watching Malignant as well last week with my mother. That ended up being awesome too as a horror movie. I would totally recommend watching that one as well. That one had a plot twist again that was kind of predictable, but they did it in a way that was actually refreshing, and they did it in a way that was kind of interesting and made you kind of like wonder, like, let's just say it was one of those plot twists that kind of obvious, but they did in a way that was very interesting. With Malignant, I'm talking about Malignant now. So yeah, with Malignant, it turns out that it's about a woman who was in a relationship that was abusive, but trust me, it's very temporary. And then it turns out that she had somebody who she thought was an imaginary friend, but it turns out it was way deeper than that, and way more horrifying once you find out what the heck happened and the circumstances that led up to it. Yeah, sorry, I'm not good with reviews. So yeah, Shang-Chi was awesome, Malignant was awesome. I totally am going to get both movies once they come out. Can't wait to see what they go with, especially with Shang-Chi. I can't wait to see what they go with for that one, because they did do a Doctor Strange connection on that one, especially towards the end, so I'm hoping what the sequel's going to hold. So yeah, Shang-Chi, the trailer built it up like he had the rings right away, but trust me, it takes him a while. before he actually gets them, and it's awesome when he finally does earn them. Anyway, so yeah, that was a quick review on essentially both movies, Shang-Chi and Malignant. Both movies, I just freaking loved them both. I was tempted to watch Malignant again right after Shang-Chi, but I decided not to. I'll definitely get it once it comes out, though. So, anyway, go watch both movies. If you don't have time for one, definitely try and watch the other one, Malignant or Shang-Chi. I'm not entirely sure if I want to watch Suicide Squad in theaters. I might wait till that comes out on DVD. I saw the first Suicide Squad in theaters and ended up being disappointed, so I'm kind of hesitant about the other one. Though I heard King Shark's supposed to be awesome. Alright, I better get going. This is Scorpius. Again, thank you to all my new followers on Instagram. I didn't expect to get so many with just one small promotion so fast. I hope to keep them all. So I am going to go to, maybe not Michael's, but possibly to Five Below or something, get another large canvas because I want to make another painting. Dang. Sorry, I hope I'm just rolling out my window because I'm hearing music. And I'm hoping I don't get in trouble with the music that's playing in the background. Anyway, yeah. Have a good evening, everybody. This is Scorpius. I'm going to try and see if I can work on another art project. Start getting my name up, finally. I think it's time I got out from the rock I've been hiding under. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.